I want to ask about the Secretary's comments on Syria today. They were kind of unusually positive towards the Assad regime, and I think gave a little bit of credence to fears in the opposition that this cooperation with President Assad only gives him job security and makes him less inclined to feel that he needs to go to Geneva and negotiate his own ouster.
Well, let me say first that our position on the future of Bashar al-Assad has not changed. Our position on him is the same, that he's lost all legitimacy to lead Syria, that we're working towards a Geneva II conference that gets us to a place where both sides, by mutual consent, pick the transitional leadership of Syria. It's clear the opposition won't allow that. On the opposition side, right now, Ambassador Ford is in Istanbul meeting with the opposition, including members of the SMC, including General Idris. The meeting, I think, lasted for 3.5 hours this weekend, was a very productive discussion. So we're continuing to work with the opposition, the SOC and the SMC. But the fact is that our position on Assad hasn't changed. As we go through this process of destroying Syria's chemical weapons, the regime or an eventual transitional government will have the responsibility, some responsibilities, right, for allowing access and assisting in the destruction through allowing access and allowing inspectors. But our position on the fact that he must go has not changed, and this in no way is an indication that he can remain in power.
But when you say that he's lost all legitimacy to lead Syria, and then the Secretary says the Assad regime deserves credit, that in fact does give them a bit of legitimacy.
It doesn't at all. We've said from the beginning of the CW destruction process that the regime, or whoever's in power, right, eventually a transitional government, will have responsibilities as part of this process. But that does not confer political legitimacy on them to lead their country going forward. Yes, Saeed?
I just wanted